What's going on, Flicks Talkers? The weekend has settled for the juggernaut that is Pennywise, with It Chapter 2 pulling in over a whopping $91 million domestically in its first weekend. Overseas pulling in more than another $94 million, making it a worldwide weekend total of $185 million. Not too shabby, although its predecessor pulled in over $123 million, but we're not here to hate. Let's talk Chapter 2. It Chapter 2 was released on September 6, 2019. It's rated R and has a runtime of 2 hours and 49 minutes. Yeah, almost 3 hours, so please go easy on the soda and ices. This film is directed by Andy Muschietti, who directed the previous It, and it's written by Gary Dauberman, who was also on the It train as well back in 2017. This film stars Jessica Chastain as Beverly, James McAvoy as Bill Hader as Richie, Isaiah Mustafa as Mike, Jay Ryan as Ben, James Ransone as Eddie, Andy Bean as Stanley, Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise, oh yeah, and a slew of child actors you saw in the first movie, so just IMDb them because it's way too many to name, and this is Chapter 2 and it's about the grown-up losers. So, our quick synopsis for It Chapter 2 is, 27 years after the first encounter with the terrifying Pennywise, the Losers Club have grown up and moved away, until a devastating phone call brings them back. Now, right away, what I loved about this movie was its shine on brutality. I felt Pennywise in the first one was a bit tame, so I'm glad they were able to let his razor teeth shine and wreak havoc on the small town of Derry. That being said, though, this movie is filled with jump scares and controversial subject matters such as brutal homophobic violence and slurs to a few graphic child deaths, in between all of that, there is a story of love and loyalty between the losers. I really enjoyed a scene where Mike gathers a gang back to come up with a plan of action against Pennywise as everyone is giggling about old memories as they eat their noodles. We see that though the losers made a pact as young children, when they leave Derry, Maine, it seems like the memories are lost with them. So you would think the logical thing next would be to get the hell out of Dodge without a trace. Mike is the only survivor that stayed his whole life in Derry, Maine, so Mike with the heart of gold seems hell-bent on knowing exactly how to kill Pennywise once and for all, so he will never be a danger to anyone again. As the team agrees to the plan, we get to see some flashbacks and current hellish nightmares that the power of Pennywise holds in some of the most freakish, eerie, and haunting images I have ever seen on the big screen, especially the scene involving Jessica Chastain's character Beverly. I thought Pennywise, played by Bill Skarsgård, did a phenomenal job as he did in the first one to sell me on someone that knows how to dig under your skin with some of the simplest phrases and wording uttered by the maniacal clown. Now, the only real gripe that I had, guys, was the chemistry between the characters could have used some work, though Beverly, Bill, and Ben, the three Bs, held my attention the most as those really trying to act their ass off. Bill Hader is someone who is continuing to surprise me and prove to me that he is someone that really wants to be taken seriously as an overall actor. Now, I'll say that the ending might not be for everyone. The explanation of where It, aka Pennywise, comes from might be thought of as goofy or weird with the younger generation who may have not read the book, but I thought it was pretty cool and interesting. Maybe not the way to stop him, but the overall meaning behind the losers, quote unquote, ganging up on him per se to stop him without spoilers, I'll say was pretty great. And last but not least, I can't give my honest review without talking about the younger losers. All the flashbacks that we got, they could have been trimmed a bit, even though it's always fun to see kind of those characters on screen. We kind of knew and grew to love them in the first It film back in 2017. I just felt that a lot of the flashbacks were not 100% integral to the plot and were just inserted to kind of say, hey, we got Finn Wolfhard, that Stranger Things kid. Come see our movie, teens. All in all, I did not feel like my ass was withering away for almost 3 hours plus trailers, but the movie did hold my attention. It made me cover my ears with all the jump scares, and yes, this one does have about double the amount of jump scares as the first one. And when it came time for the feels, I definitely felt. So all that said, Flicks Talkers, I gotta give It Chapter 2 a solid 4.3 out of 5, saying definitely see it on a Friday or Saturday night with a group of your friends and get ready to scream. Thank you guys so much for checking out my review on It Chapter 2. If you guys did appreciate my review, please hit that thumbs up and make sure you guys leave comments below. Are you gonna see It Chapter 2 or are you gonna wait till streaming and VOD to catch it? Have you guys seen it already? What did you think without spoilers? Please, for all my fans that have not seen the film, don't be that annoying spoiler culture person. Alright guys, once again, thank you so much for checking out my review. I'm gone. Till next time, peace.